So I guess this chapter video vlog whatever is just kind of like being vulnerable. I don't know. Sometimes, sometimes it's okay to be vulnerable. Sometimes it's okay to bear your feelings and let it out. Um, I like to say that when you hold negativity inside, it's like poison. Excuse me. It eats away at you so bad. You know. So for some people who have known me for a long time, you guys probably noticed that majority of last year I was more optimistic, I was more happy, I was just more of everything. And then things took a turn in the beginning of this year, the end of last year actually. So I figured I would just come out and say it, that I miss my son a lot. For a while I was a bit angry, I was a bit upset, like, wow, I hadn't seen him for almost 11 years, just due to a failing marriage and being young and being stupid and arguing and saying hurtful things and no communication, no swallowing pride and say fuck it. One of my biggest regrets is that I should have just humbled myself down years ago. Maybe things would have been different. Maybe I would have had more time with him. Maybe, you know, we would have been in this rhythm where, he either stayed with me or stayed with his mom or came around more. But I just had so much pride. Pride is probably the worst thing you could ever have. Pride will definitely fuck you up in your personal life. Pride will just destroy you as a person. I am living proof of that. And so, last year, after some reconciliation, some talks, some, maturing, growing up, I finally got my son back. He moved in May of 2019, and he spent the summer here. He enrolled into a really good school, high school that was like a high school slash college program, and he was doing fine. And I had this feeling inside because I would keep to my word, and I told his mother that on the holidays she would get him, and even though that I knew that there was a great possibility that something was just going to happen and he was going to end up staying back with his mom again and not coming here, I still put him on that plane because I gave her my word that he would see her on the holidays. And I didn't want to cry at the airport. I didn't want my son to, feel bad. And I gave him one last big hug that I could give him. And then, he took his flight to go see his mom for Christmas, New Year's. Because he was with me Christmas Day. And that night, Christmas Eve, well, not Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day, the night of Christmas Day, he boarded his flight to go to Texas to spend, he's supposed to spend 2 weeks with his mom. And so yeah, me and his mom, we think differently. I see things differently. We ended up back in another argument, but this time it was my fault, because I'm a bit hot-headed and I flew off the handle. But we were able to talk things out, and just like out of left field, he told me that he was gonna stay the rest of the school year there, and that he'll come back for his sophomore, junior, and senior year. And so, like, I was okay with it, I was okay with it. because anything for my son, whatever makes him happy. But it freaking sucks. It sucks because it's like, okay, I just got you back in my life. We just started to build a relationship. We just started talking. We were establishing what I've wanted. Because I don't play the part of being the dad that's for his kids. I'm for my kids, always, every day. And anyone who knows me knows that. They know that I can't even be away from my kids very long. Like if I was to go out grocery shopping and stuff like that, after maybe like 3 hours, I start to get that feeling that, I miss my kids. That unsettling feeling where I start thinking about their faces, their smiles, the things that they do, and I just want to hurry back home to them. But I'm always about my kids. And for a while there, it felt good. It felt good to have all my kids. My eldest son, all the way to my youngest son. And now that my oldest son is back living in Texas, and it just sucks. It hurts. Trying to cope with it. Tried really hard, but it hurts like hell. Because I only have so much years left with him. Only have 3 more years, and he's 18. He's 18. He wants to go travel the world. He can do what he wants. He's an adult. Nobody can stop him. Before he came back into my life at 14, the last time I saw him, he was 4 years old. And it was hard. It was hard living away from him. And it's hard having him back and, having laughs, having fun, joking around, helping him with the skateboarding, trying to teach him all the wisdom that I have, pass on to him. And then, he's over there. And while people would say, well, don't worry about it, dude, because he's going to be back with you. I just don't know. Things can always take a different turn, Maybe he finds a girlfriend there and wants to be there for his girlfriend. And because, I was at that age once, I was at that age where I chose my girlfriend over my family, puppy love. And you think you know the whole world and you don't want to be away from that girl. And it doesn't matter what your dad or your mom say, I just have that fear. I just have that fear that, that was it. Like, that was like the only time that I ever would have my son, at a young age in my life, and that everything else going forward would be where he's already an adult experiencing his own experiences, and I would lose out. It fucking sucks. It really does. So I'm just bearing my pain to any ear that'll listen. And yeah, whatever. I don't care. Whoever finds this video makes fun of me. Do what you do best and have your laughs. I really don't care. But this totally sucks. And if I don't get it out, it's just gonna keep eating away at me. Anyways, yeah, that's it.